Here we are back at the Lucky 38 after having completed our contract with Mr. House. We brought the platinum chip back off of Benny's dead body. And he handed it right back to us after paying us, because we're supposed to take the chip to Fortification Hill at the camp across the river. Which is, well, it's Caesar's camp. Don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. That seems like suicide to me. I'm not prepared for that. We just are finishing things up in Vegas. I'm working for a man named Mr. Franco, collecting money off of deadbeats. He's paying me in supplies. It's pretty good work, my type of stuff. I still owe Veronica a power fist.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Oh yeah, and Mr. House used the platinum chip to upgrade his Securitrons on the strip. In the local area, at least. Their Mach 2? Mark 2? Version 2 operating system, whatever it's called. There we go. Down to 39 pounds. That's good. Enough news of your good works has been passed around that people like you.
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, well, we heard, we meaning the followers of the apocalypse, that you had been in there. The Lucky 38, I mean. And we were wondering if you could help us. If it's not too much trouble, of course.
How did you get enough money to enter the strip?
This is important enough to the followers that we scraped together the caps required for the credit check. And I'm staying at Vault 21, which is pretty cheap, for the strip anyway.
What does it involve?
Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology, how he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
And this is where I come in.
Right. We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House has used to stay alive for all these years. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses.
I mean, he's a computer screen. I haven't seen his real body. I don't know. Dr. Azrakal diagnoses a terminally low discussion of caps in this conversation.
Ah, I see. I suppose I can give you some medical supplies for your efforts. I assure you they will be worth plenty of caps.
All right, I'll do it.
Great. I'll have the medical supplies for you by the time you come back. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
All right, so bug an access point in here for the followers. Even if House finds out he needs me, I don't really care. Figure it's worth the risk for a few caps. Probably the most disconcerting thing, or the thing I'm torn the most over, is when I told House that, well, I didn't tell him I did it, but I told him that the White Glove Society has gone back to cannibalism. He was none too pleased, and told me to deal with them as I see fit. But as I see fit, I want to keep them around, at least for the time being.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet?
Yes.
Good to hear. But it looks like the bug was deactivated a few minutes after it went online. It looks like House has some kind of countermeasure in place to prevent eavesdropping on his network. We'll get through eventually, just not today. Here are those medical supplies I promised. Hopefully you won't need to use them. Take care.
Alright, so I must be just on the verge of hitting level 14, I think. Alright, we have a lot of stuff to sell, and I haven't been back to the hotel room in a while. It might be wise to head over that way. Got a lot of money. I need something to spend it on. Alright, I've had a few hours rest. I've organized a bunch of my stuff.
Ooh, got
Veronica's
something good for me?
carrying
Is it?
some things I want to sell. And I grabbed all of the caps out of my trunk, totaling almost 28,000. Like I said, we need to find something to spend it on. And I was just thinking that Dr. Usanagi over at the medical clinic has a bunch of expensive cybernetic implants that I could load up on. Because, I mean, where else am I going to invest my caps in other than myself? A little self-improvement never hurt anybody. I think what I'm going to have to do, stick some of the caps in Betsy's saddlebags, and maybe have Veronica carry part of them as well. But there's still a matter of deciding what to do next. I'm not going to go to Caesar's camp. We could continue working for Mr. Franco. Sounds pretty good. Alright, put 20,000 caps on Betsy.
Ooh, got something good for me?
She's still got a lot of room. Okay, okay, good. I don't think the Van Graffs usually have very many caps, so I'm not going to drop by there. Might be wise to look through my quest logs and see where I should go to get the most things done. So we got the collector, which is southeast of town. Collect stuff for Mr. Franco. Money off deadbeats. Talent pool. We have a couple more entertainers to find. One on the road between the 188 and Novak. And the other one in Novak. Okay, so we need to go to Novak. That is telling us to go to Cottonwood Cove, of course. Yes Man wants us to destroy Mr. House. Not going to do that right now. Take Rex to Dr. Henry in Jacobstown. That's way too far. Also, Rex does not like ramen for some reason. Birds of a Feather, find Rosa Sharon Cassidy. She's all the way down the Mojave Outpost. Across the world. Across the wasteland, anyway. You can depend on me to deliver Crimson Caravan invoice to Dr. Hildern at Camp McCarran. Okay, that's kind of south, mostly south. The Inheritance. Speak with a man named Joe Sellers about a delivery job. Now that is also Novak. So we have a lot of stuff in Novak. Speak with Dempsey about prize fights. Something about boxing. I'm not very good at unarmed combat yet, so I think we'll hold off on that. The Coyotes. Travel to West Side and speak with St. James about the missing refugees. That's pretty close by. Maybe we'll do that. And that's at Helios 1. My kind of town. We still haven't gotten NCR rule down at Prim. So that's something. Kill Tom Quigley and retrieve his finger. Okay, he's also west of town. Maybe we'll loop around kind of north into the west, check out West Side, and do all of these quests that I have to do over in that direction. Courier's Cache for Courier, or Courier's Dash for Courier's Cache. Haven't done that yet. Which is just north of town. Find that stuff that those raiders stole from me. Back in Prim. Alright, so we have a lot of stuff to do kind of north and west of town, so why don't we do that? We'll loop around. It's pretty convenient. We need to go by the medical clinic anyway, which is right out this direction. Well, considering we have to walk right through Crimson Caravan, we may as well trade here. On the way through.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Alright, you have these, this. You don't have any weapons that I want. You don't have any armor that I want. Now, mods might be a different story. Take the bobby pin in the cases. Power Fist Tenderizer Plate. Pretty cheap. Sorry, Veronica, you're not worth 800 caps to me. Sell you this. And I'll buy some 308, I guess. Or 45? 44 rounds. How about 44? Alright, Betsy, I'm going to need all the caps back. 28,670. Be careful with my stuff. I might be a while. Be going under the knife for most of the day. Well, I say that, I guess I have to wake the good doctor up. Must still be sleeping. Yep, sleeping on the job. I see.
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
Not medical attention so much as cybernetic enhancements.
Which surgery option are you considering?
Well, first of all, I'd like to be a bit more charismatic. Or
The empathy
charisma.
synthesizer will allow you to more easily pick up on subtle emotions and body language. The price is 4,000 caps.
Here are the caps.
Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
So with 4 charisma, I will then be able to recruit 2 humanoid companions because my charisma will be 4 divided by 2, and you round that down is 2.
Morning.
So I can add someone to our group when I meet someone worthy of my company.
You're back.
All right, how about another implant?
All right. Let me do a quick test to make sure your body can handle another implant. All right. You're healthy enough to handle another one. Which surgery are you considering?
I think the next one that is important to me is intelligence.
For 4,000 caps, I can install a logic coprocessor. Have a
Here are the
seat in the
caps.
auto dock. This will take a few hours.
Having an additional point in intelligence will make me gain, what, half another skill point or another skill point every level, something like that. I forget what the... Yeah, now I'm up to 7 intelligence. So I'll get what? I forget what the formula is. CCO changes it for skill points per level, but either
You're
way, it's
back.
beneficial. Let me see what you have for sale.
Because you're a friend of the followers, I can give you a bit of a discount.
Nice. You have 1,200 caps. I should probably get some of those off of you if I have something worth that much. Betsy has something I could sell.
You're making me...
Pretty sure. 1,200 caps. I'm also hungry. Best have a little snack break in between surgeries. I'm gonna be all scarred up after this. Alright, give me that 44. That'll work. That ought to sell for enough.
You're back.
Okay. How about another implant?
All right. Let me do a quick test to make sure your body can handle another implant.
Fish
All
face.
right. You're healthy enough to handle another one.
Next, I think I want more perception.
The optics enhancer, as the name suggests, gets attached directly to your optic nerve. The price is 4,000 caps. Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
Should bring my perception up to 6, giving me enough perception to take an important perk called Better Criticals. At level 16, I believe it is. Taking a look at my special spread. Wait, why is my strength only 2? Oh, it's because I'm hungry. I forgot. Hungry, hungry hippo. Hungry, hungry ghoul. So what's the next priority? Strength would be nice, even if only for more carry weight and for handling larger weapons. Agility, not really that important. Luck would be nice, but it's already pretty high.
You're back.
I'd like to buy an implant.
All right. All right. You're healthy enough to
How about... I don't need the regenerating ability. I'm already a ghoul, so I regenerate as it is if I'm in radiation. How about luck?
If I implant the probability calculator in your frontal lobe, you'll be able to calculate odds a little better. It's not quite the same as making you luckier, but you'll be able to nudge things your way more often. I can do the implant for 4,000 caps.
Sounds
Have
good.
a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
Okay. How many caps do we have left? 13,000.
You're back.
Oh, okay, endurance is pretty useless. We definitely don't want to get that. The strength would be nice, and I think the subdermal implant would be nice as well. Let's grab greater strength.
I can implant the hypertrophy accelerator for 4,000 caps. It will boost your adrenal glands and quickly increase your muscle mass.
Here are the caps.
Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours. You're back.
How about one more?
All right. All right. You're healthy enough to
I'm interested in the subdermal implant.
That would be the Nemean subdermal armor. It's a bit pricey, 8,000 caps, but the implant causes your skin cells to be bolstered with iron. It won't make you bulletproof, but it will make you a little harder to injure.
Sounds good to me. The best offense is a good defense sometimes.
Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
And I'm prone to wearing suits, so not exactly heavily armored. That leaves me with 1,831 caps. And I am curious if I can...
You're back.
Can I get another implant, or am I at my limit?
All right. Let me do a quick test to make sure your body can handle another implant. All right.
I can, okay. So the last one I'm going to grab is probably going to be agility. It's either agility or endurance. My endurance is already plenty high. It's 9. There's no point in taking endurance higher. Just give me some more HP. So definitely my last point will go into agility.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
However, I lack the caps for the agility implant at this time. So we'll come back at a later date. Right now, my immediate concern is I am starving. I need something worth 300 nutrition. How about that gecko kebab and a banana yucca fruit? All right, there we go. That's better. I almost need to sleep again. It's been so long. Could probably sleep in the Crimson Caravan. In the barracks. But why don't we go do some trading at Gun Runners? I apologize, this episode is pretty heavy in the shopping. Oh, those are fiends. They're most definitely fiends. Hitting the damn vehicle. Level up. Level 14. What do we raise next? Alright, lockpick is what I have been complaining about. My lockpick is lacking. What do we dump the last point into? Repair. Why not? Alright, so finesse rank 3 would be nice. Cinematic technique. This sounds pretty good. You're a master at lining your shots up perfectly, whether behind the camera or behind the barrel of a gun. With a cinematic technique perk, you gain a bonus 5 to your critical chance while using VATS or bullet time. We could get another special point into any of these. Strength would probably be the most useful. Life Giver's another 30 HP. Kind of nice. Dermal Impact. Soft Tissue Expert. This is going to be hard. I have a bunch of good ones to pick from. Soft Tissue Expert. Practice with firearms has taught you a very important life lesson where the squishy bits on things are. With each rank of the Soft Tissue Expert perk, you can bypass 2 points of DT when using guns. Damage threshold negation is very strong. Personal space, nothing like a round of buckshot to teach people that you like your space. With this perk, while using ranged weapons, you have an increased chance of scoring a critical hit against enemies that are within spitting distance of you. That's nice. I do a lot of that. Shoot people in the face from point blank with a shotgun. Light Step makes it so that you don't set off mines or floor-based traps. Dermal Impact. Piercing sting of bullets might as well be drops of rain to you. With this perk, you gain 5 damage threshold against guns and a permanent damage resistance bonus of 3%. That sounds really good. I kind of want this. Dermal Impact. 5 DT against guns and a permanent DR of 3%. I don't know how that interacts with my Fear the Reaper perk. Because Fear the Reaper cuts my damage threshold in half. Which is probably just my damage threshold from armor and perks. Not really sure. Because my DT inside of my Pip-Boy is showing 15.5. My DT on this display is showing 5. I'm really not too sure how all that works, but regardless, I think you just stack up on the damage threshold as much as possible and hope that it works. That's my strategy. Alright, Betsy, give me that. Yeah, I want to hang on to that other stuff. I could take an atomic cocktail instead of sleeping. Nah. I'll find somewhere to lay down here shortly.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
I do.
I am ready to process our transaction.
Yeah, 4,000 caps. Nice. I'll give you this assault carbine. That. What do you have that I would want? Ooh, a Tommy gun. That looks nice. Now, if I had a lot more money, I would probably go ahead and pick up the Desert Eagle extended mag and along with the Desert Eagle. Use that as my new sidearm. But I don't have money to get both this, the Desert Eagle, and ammunition to fire it. I just don't have the money for it. So it would seem we're not going to buy anything. I could pick up some more rounds. What am I short on? Not really short on anything, to be honest. I'll just pick up the 5.56. And maybe some 12-gauge buckshot. And your 44 Magnum. Puts me down to 3,000 caps, and I've got a bunch of ammunition. Good enough. Down to 40 pounds on my regular person. Oops, I've still got that bandit mask. Okay, considering it's 1 in the morning, I think we find a place to lay down for the night. Alright, after a night's rest here at the Old Mormon Fort, we're ready to go. The plan is we loop north and west around the outskirts of Vegas towards west side, doing various odd jobs along the way. Looks like this used to be a Mojave Express outpost building. But it seems to be closed. Okay, so we need to go pretty much straight north. What's in here? Oh, I didn't want to sit there. Time for a nice sit. Alright, I'm done. Well, this was a severely disappointing building to loot. Does this building have a door? No, it's boarded up. Ammunition box, what do you hold? 40mm grenades. Wasteland Survivor's Home. Oh, it's a hard lock. How close are we? Nowhere even near. Alright, well I guess we're coming back here once I can lockpick that. This house isn't boarded up. Rats. Nice, you found a nail board. Is that what they're called?
Ooh, got something.
Nail board, yeah. Vicky Advanced Toy Car. Looks collectible to me. Maybe this place has already been hit. Seems pretty looted to me. It's mostly got junk. Or whoever left it in the first place took everything valuable with them. This door leads to North Vegas Square. Yeah. Don't intend on going back there at the moment. H&H Tools Factory. Oh, do we go in and check it out? I don't see why not.